Hello everybody, my name is Aceface. All day today, or most of the day at least today, when I've been playing EVE Online, I've been trying to hunt for these DED sites, and I've been really actually lucky today. Really lucky. I've never been this lucky when doing DED sites. First of all, I found so many DED sites, specifically the Serpentis, not the Serpentis, but we are going to run a Serpentis one actually. But the Gristis Scout outposts, they have the 4 out of 10s. I've been dropping like crazy. Now, I think there are multiple reasons for it. One is because I've been using this Confessor. This Confessor then has this Corprobe launcher, and I'm using the Corprobe launcher a lot more than what I used to do. I used to always just, when I was looking for DED sites, grind the anomalies like refuges, for example, and then I would try to find them that way. But I've also been scanning for them. Then another thing is that I've been doing these hideaways, and this is a big thing. Garista's hideaways, they have been giving so many DD sites, and I have a feeling that they have more likelihood of getting DD sites than the refuges. Maybe they're really fast to do, at least. I really like them. So I've been getting quite a lot of DD sites today, and I got actually lucky drops. Didn't get on camera, unfortunately, but what I got was I got a Pitham C-type Multispectrum shield hardener, and not only that, Pitham C-type Multispectrum shield hardener. I got one of these, and I got this in the same drop. Two of these, like this and this, in the same canister. Then I did another one like an hour later, and I got a C-type medium shield booster. So we're getting, I've got some good loot with this Confessor. I've already paid this back by quite a big margin. This Confessor is so nice. We can do Abyss, we can do the Gersters hunting or the DD hunting in high stakes. Really good. Like the same fit is used for doing both T2 Electric Abyss, but also the DD hunting. I was also thinking that you could pretty much do the same activity of doing like a hybrid sort of thing with the DD sites and the Abyss with a Jackdaw, and a Jackdaw maybe will even be better since it can choose all damage types as well. But I think the Confessor, in my opinion, looks a lot better. And also, it's got the benefit of being able to have instant damage with beams. And when you are up close, the Confessor does more damage than Jackdaw would with light missiles, but I still think that the Jackdaw's range will give it a lot of benefits over the Confessor, because you got 52 kilometers constant damage with the Confessor, the Jackdaw, and it's going to be the same type of damage type all the time. But either way, what happened was that I was doing 4 out of 10 DD site here, in the system of Bamiet. It's a high-sec island, actually. I got it as an escalation, and this is the site that I got a C-type medium shield booster that I'm holding right now. And I actually just did a bit of scanning here, and look what I found. A Serpentis Phi outpost. It's a 4 out of 10 Serpentis DED site. I've done one of these. This was, I think, the first DED site I ever did. I did it many, many years ago, 2017. I did it in my alpha alt called Agrobuto in Agnosis. I just about survived. I actually got some good loot. I can't remember what it was, but I think I got like 70 million loot or something like that from it. It was pretty good loot. Now, I don't know if it will be good loot this time. I've heard that Serpentis can give better stuff, or more, like on average, give more stuff than the Guristas. But the Guristas, that when they do give good stuff, they give really good stuff. But I'm just gonna read up on this site real quick, just so I don't miss anything if I'm gonna get insta killed, you know. Okay, it doesn't seem to be too complicated right here. Just a bunch, like a lot of big stuff though. So hopefully it'll be really easy for us to speed tank this with the Confessor. We'll hope this goes good. We'll go with standard. I think that'll be good. And it's really nice with the armor repair in my upper slots right here. So I can just press F3 to activate it, because I'm actually not cap stable with this. So it is very useful to be able to just tap it real quick. Okay, we'll use Gleam here. This frigate right here, and this cruise over here. A lot of cruises. What is this? There we go, popped. And then we go for this one as well. Okay. I'm gonna now try to speed tank these guys, I guess, and just snipe all these other people over here. Can use Aurora to take out these frigates. I don't think these crews will be able to hit us too well. So I think it should be a walk in the park. Hopefully, at least. Let's just hope that. Oh, we need to switch ammo types now. And we can actually go with standard. I think we can just kite at standard range. Oh, there. We got Aurora just knocked out that guy. Come on, shoot. Oh, we're getting sensor damped. Gotta be a little bit careful here. I don't want to get sensor damped so we can't shoot anything. Okay, so we've got standard here and Aurora here. Just depending on them. We've got one right, like a big right hook, and a little bit of a close left hook. You can think of it like that. With this standard in the left high slot. We could even use multi-frequency, but some of these are quite far away. Let's go for all the frigates first. I think we should have no issues speed tanking these biggest things. Okay, now I think we can even go with both of these standard. So you go with this standard right here. Standard. There we go. Yeah, they're all in standard range now. Probably we can even orbit this stuff at a multi-frequency range, because we've actually got a very good multi-frequency range going on with the Confessor. Really good. I was doing this in a Gnosis, so I had to face tank everything. I was an alpha clone, and I remember that my Gnosis fit used, I think it was railguns, because railguns apparently were the highest DPS I could get. So I just thought, oh, highest DPS, best, right? It was so hard to kill the frigates, and also it was so hard for me to tank because I was using capacitor boosters, because capacitor boosters were good because, you know, you get a lot of capacitor for them, but it was still a bit of a nightmare. I was really skill limited, and this was before the alpha clones got the buffed stuff that they could have like better stuff, because initially alpha clones back in 2017, no 16 it was when they were released, they could only use one type of faction race. They could only, like, if you're Armar, you could only use Armar ships, and you could not fly anything bigger than T1 cruisers. So you couldn't fly battle cruisers. The only battle cruiser you could fly was the Gnosis. The Praxis didn't even exist back then, so you couldn't even use the Praxis. But in terms of skills, you could only train Armar cruiser, and then it was to level 3 or 4. You couldn't train anything better than that. You couldn't train any battle cruiser, anything good like that. Okay, look how good this is. This is so much better than the Guris's one, because we're fully able to avoid damage due to the fact that we are, like, they've got turrets, so we're just speed tanking stuff right here. Really cool, really cool. A lot bigger stuff though, compared to the Guris's scout outpost, so that's a bit of a change of pace at least. Okay, we'll go for these battle cruisers. They go down very quickly. Battle cruisers of the Serpentis tend to have very, very like weak attributes of their stats, at least. Okay, we've got this electronically sealed container here. This is one cool thing about the high-sec islands, that not a whole lot of people visit these guys because they're surrounded by low-sec systems, so you tend to find quite cool stuff here. So that's why I'm finding here now at the DED site. I doubt I would have found this otherwise if it was in a standard high-sec system, or it's a lot more rare at least. Just found it so cool. I had a Guris's scout help us here with the Pitham C-type medium shield booster, and then just get a Phi outpost here. It would be so nice if we get some good loot here as well. Man, if we get a Coreli C-type medium armor repair, it'll be so cool. We'll turn that volume a little bit. It's quite loud. This electronically sealed container apparently can contain a faction module. So we'll just check that out real quick. I think you need some kind of key or something. I read that on the guide it was talking about, but it seems like we have absolutely no issue with tank right here. Like, we're speed tanking them so well. Really good with the Confessor. So Gnosis, for example, that I was using before, just had to face tank everything because it was so slow. I don't even know if it had an afterburn or anything. I think it didn't have any prop, just full tank, and that's just the way I went with it. It got the job done. It was pretty tricky though. It was pretty tricky though. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh my god, so lucky. Shadow Serpentis inertial stabilizers. Man, I'm having so much luck with the DED sites recently. It's crazy. It's luck, and also that I'm using them in a Confessor that's doing these. It seems to do these refuges and stuff a lot quicker, because it just instantly pops stuff. Unlike you're using a cruiser, it takes a bit of time for the missiles to hit or Gila drones to hit. We're going pretty fast as well, since we have a better warp speed, I think, than cruisers. And then we're scanning stuff down. Really, overall, a really good experience I've been having so far with this Confessor. Alright, let's get in here. See what we got going on here in the boss room. We'll go for the boss last. Man, look at that. Shadow Serpentis inertial stabilizers. Wow. Already, I'm impressed. Imagine what we could possibly get here. Oh, look at that. There's only the boss. I actually read on the wiki. Wait, no, never mind. I thought there was... it said something on the wiki that they could spawn without any extra spawns, but we'll just... that's not the case. Okay, I was getting my hopes up a little bit too much. I thought we would just have to get through this without doing any work. Okay, we'll just do the same thing. Knock out all the frigates, and then take out all the small stuff, all the bigger stuff when we get close. Look how many frigates there are. Wow. Like, we've got battleships here. The battleship is the boss. You only in the Guris's scout outpost, you only had the... cruisers max size, so here they've got a lot bigger stuff they're fielding, a bit of battle cruisers or even battleships. The Serpentis, they're going hard right here. Yeah, look at that, just no damage taken whatsoever. Really cool this Confessor is, and we could even use some standard ammunition, to be honest, right now when we get a bit closer. Just lock up all these frigates, and we get so many locked targets because we've got that auto-targeting system. It's so good, this fit. Love it. Okay. Probably could achieve better stuff in the Jackdaw, but I love this, man. This is so good. Instant damage, just popping them all. The Jackdaw, you'd have to wait a little bit of time for the missiles to land. I mean, obviously it doesn't take a whole long time for the missiles to land, but still, I really like the beam's ability to just instantly pop stuff like we're doing right now. Oof, look at that. Really cool. Standard. There we go. And then we'll take out the cruise afterwards. And oh, some Vexels. I'm not used to seeing Vexer class hulls in NPCs. I'm used to seeing them as the like PvP, like real player ships, not actually as NPCs. He's pretty tanky, this guy. Oh wait, he went down very quickly. He seems to have a lot of shields. The shields went down very quickly. And, I mean, the armor went down very quickly. I thought they're going to be armor tanked. Okay. Go for this. So, where's the fire? Let's just go for this guy, actually, to be honest. We're not taking any damage, so we can just go for it. We'll just kill this one cruise over here. Then we'll go for this Phi protector, because in case someone else just wants to go here and sneakily take our loot, we're going to take this guy out straight away. Go for Imperial Navy Multifrequency as well. Yeah, he's probably a bit of a tanky boy right here. And we'll just armor repair a little bit while we're going around, sort of orbiting this guy, I guess. Yeah, he's probably a pretty tanky fat boy. Look at that, 2.5 million bounty as well. This feels like a lot more better DED 4 out of 10 than the Garista Scout Outpost. It seems to be pretty damn decent. If this is the case, then I probably will start doing more DED hunting in Serpentis space, because this seems to be really good. But I have a feeling that the... what's it called now? The 4 out of 10 DED site is less common than this, like in the Serpentis, than the Garistas. Because you can get from hideaways, as far as I know, in Garista's hideaways, you can get 4 out of 10 Garista's DED sites. But in Serpentis hideaways, you get a 3 out of 10, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's the case. You get a 3 out of 10 there. So it's not exactly the same, not completely equal. But it would make sense that, you know, it seems like this is just generally speaking, I get the feeling that this is a bit of a beefier site than the 4 out of 10 Garista's site. Like, there's a lot more stuff going on over here. Like, it feels easier in a way because we can speed tank this stuff so easily. But if we were to face tank everything, there would definitely be a lot more DPS here, or at least I think so, because all these cruisers. Look at that. Look how many cruisers we've got going on over here. Really crazy. Wormhole. Yeah, that's something I scanned down earlier today. Just take out this Phi protector. He's almost dead now. Just watch our cap a bit, because we're not cap stable with this. This is meant to do the electrical abyss, so we'll then be cap stable there, but not here, like the normal space. He's got good active rep too as well. Look at that. He's active repping quite a bit. He's almost dead. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Phi operation protector. Oh, we've got some core scanner probes as well. If we were a little bit late, this guy probably would have taken it. But luckily, we managed to get it. Oh, oof, oof, oof. Look at the damage we're taking. Oh, 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 don't die, don't die, don't die, don't die. That would have been pretty weird if we had just died right there. Come on, just die. This guy is really tanky. Oh my god. You can go in the defense mode. So just please don't die here. We should have probably taken out a lot of cruisers instead of just going like this for them. Just like that. Okay. A vigilant BPC. Oh my god. This is just so good. What the hell is this? Look how good loot we've got. I didn't notice that. Vigilant BPC. I was just like 7 million or whatever. But I was just too focused on getting out. 7 million Kotick. But Vigilant BPC. Come on, man. What is this? So good loot. So good loot. Oh, this is just so good. So damn good. Let's get back to perimeter. Let's just see if we don't get popped on the way there, because this is a high-sec island after all. We have got one low-sec system, so hopefully we don't get popped. So, who is nearby? There's someone here, core scanner, bro. Maybe it's an Astero, because this doesn't seem to be anyone on the scan, so probably someone who's doing a bit of a cloaky style with the Astero. That's often what they do. It could be just that they're a different part of the system, because I think this is a pretty big system. Not that big. Oh, I think it's quite big. Let's go back to Karoo. Karoo. Let's go there. Hope we don't get popped right here. Oof, we got some dank loot on us. Wow, this is some good loot right here. C-type, medium shield booster. Shadow Serpentis Multispectrum coating. To be honest, I should have travel fit. What the hell am I doing? I should have travel fitted this stuff because this is a lot of cargo we're carrying right here. So you know what? We're going to travel fit this right now. Should we travel fit this? Shall we? Nah, let's just go through. Let's just go through. You know, if I get popped here, I'm going to be very angry just because I didn't travel fit it. But I don't think. It's a very quiet low six system, this next one. Look at that. Only one guy there. Entropic. Oh, someone died here. Come on, don't let these entropic weapons kill me, because those are like Triglavian turrets that really will wreck people a lot. If you go on Zkill, Google these entropic guys. Oof, okay, go in defense mode as well in case of smart bombs. They do a lot of damage and killed so many people, like trillions of these guys have killed. They kill a lot of people who don't suspect it. It's just that capsule as well, so I think it's going to be very chill here. Oh, it's a very big system too. It's quite annoying. This is the big system. I was saying big system last one. No, I meant actually this one. Because I remember when I was warping to this system, I noticed it took a really long time. And it's just to the fact that this is a Triglavian minor victory, I think. So it's reducing the warp speed. And it's also on top of that big system. Look how long it took for us to just warp here. It's really crazy. Here's a capsule over there. Oh, are they following us? Remember we saw them before? Oh, maybe they are following us. Let's just jump in here. Hopefully we don't get popped. Yeah, I mean, how is the capsule keeping up to us? Because I thought capsules have very slow warp speed. Capsule. Can we have capsule? No. Capsules, they have very slow warp speed, I've noticed. So, I'm a bit surprised right there. Let's go here. Alright, so I think we're in the clear now. Wow. So good loot right there. So good loot. Like, look at this. Vigilant BPC. What the hell is this? You get all these good components that you need. You don't get them, but you need them. I hope they don't cost too much. Because, oh, look at that. It's pretty expensive, this ship right here. Botane. We're in a completely different region, even though we're very close to Jita, actually. We'll see here. We'll see what the prices are, but you see the good prices here, but I'm not going to get too happy because I know that it does cost a very big price to produce this because of all these components here. They cost quite a bit when the industry update went down. This is so good. Shadow Serpentis, let's see that. What? Oh, look at that. 100 million? 100 million. Wow. Look at that. Bitham C-type, 59 million. Wow. It's just so good. I'm really spoiled right here. I'm so not used to getting good loot from these stupid DED sites. I'm always used to just being absolutely wrecked by them. Purifier right there. What is he doing? 0.1. Sometimes I've seen people gank in purifiers or stealth bombers. I've actually seen that happen on Zkill. Like, look at that. The whole price of our ship is 330 million because all the loot we're carrying. I'm carrying a fat loot pinata in this Confessor right here. Really delicious. Deliciousness is all I can say. Let's just switch our clone right here because I switched my clone out when I went through that low sec system because if you go in low sec, you potentially could get smart bombed, lose your implants. You don't want to have your training implants get popped that way. We're really swimming in ISK right here. I mean, compared to T6 Abyss running, obviously it's not the same, but we're like swimming in ISK right here compared to like if you look at what we're using, the setup we're using, how cheap it is compared to what loot we've got. We've really like struck the mother load right here. We've got some amazing loot, so good. Alright, let's go and get to Jita, or we can dump our supplies in there. The Confessor has yielded a lot of good loot. There's a hideaway over there, we could probably run it, but I want to just get this stuff back to Jita at this point. I want to try a pacifier someday. It seems like it would be, on paper at least, a very good ship for these kind of anomalies. It's got very good scan resolution, a very good warp speed, and it's got a pretty decent tank as well, or active tank at the very least. So when you have the good scan resolution, good warp speed, just warping to a site, lock everything up, and then just pop, and then you just go to the next site and then pop, instant lock, pop, and that is going to be very smooth and a pacifier. It's got 1000 scan resolution. To put it in perspective, the Confessor has 650mm scan resolution. All right, let's get in here. Okay, let's see how much this actually sells for. Like, this is the thing. We learn new things all the time. Like, remember before, if you guys have watched the videos of when I did the Gursa Scout Outpost and the Confessor, I initially had a bit of trouble with tank because I was, like, underestimating the pith and mortifiers. But then what I did afterwards, I just took out the pith and mortifiers. It was smooth sailing in terms of tank. Here, we also learned a bit that we probably should have killed at least more of the cruisers until we focused on the boss. But we still went, like, we survived, but it came a bit close there in the end. We saw that, our tank got pretty low. So it probably would have been a good idea to take out all those cruisers first, or at least a large chunk of them. So let's see now. The thing is, I don't know if I'm even going to sell this Siege medium shield booster, because I actually think it's quite a useful module. It's used for a lot of things. So if we go here, inertial stabilizer. Ooh, 80 million. Let's sell this. Good isk right here. People are going to be screaming, "His face! Sell it to sell orders!" I just can't be bothered with that. I'm sorry. Multispectrum coating. Okay, so this is, I guess, only 4 million. But it's anyway not worth a lot. The thing I'm mainly interested actually is this Vigilant BPC. This is what I'm interested in. If we click show info, how much is it to build this whole thing? It costs hardly anything to build it. So see that it costs a lot to build. 280 million to build. Okay. How much is the buy order? 324 million. Okay, that's not so good, Isk. That is not so good. I mean, it is decent, but what I mean is it's not as good as I thought it would be. Because it costs here 280 million to buy this. And then 320, so 40 million, or just even less than 30 something million for this blueprint right here. What is this going for in contracts? Let's see. Finding contracts. 49 million, okay. So we can maybe sell this on contracts, actually. I wonder if we could do that. Go and try doing that. I'll probably try doing that. Put it for 40 million or something like that. Some industrious person can buy it. Okay, so there we go. Serpentis Phi outpost. I'm really glad that this Confessor managed to pull through. Went really smoothly. Initially, at least, a lot smoother than the Grisha Scout outpost because we were completely speed tanking. Only in the end, when we got really close up and personal with all those NPCs, it got a little bit spicy. But otherwise, it just seems like a really good ship. You can see, wouldn't surprise me if this can do all 4 out of 10s really easily if you have a bit of knowledge. Again, it can do the T2 Electric Abyss as well for a little bit of an alternative style of gameplay. If you want to do that as well with the same ship and fit, it's just, I really like this ship a lot. It looks so good, does a lot of cool stuff, and it's not crazily expensive either. I mean, it is a little bit pricey, but it's not like close to what you would pay on a Gila at least. My high-set Confessor earning the dankisk. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, please leave a like and subscribe. I'll catch you guys later.